Thank you for inviting me. I'll be able to get away from... Although we've been through so much together, I actually... Thank you. Hopefully I'll have more time to get... I really enjoy staring out. I hope that one day the children of Belobog will have the same opportunity. Please don't...
Morning. You're very punctual. I can't remember the last time I got such a polite response. The trailblazing of Eurilo 6 is drawn to a close. Not telling yet. We'll make an official announcement in the meeting. The meeting will start soon.
Passengers, the work navigation meeting has officially begun. Firstly, Pom-Pom wants to congratulate you, the Nameless, for successfully resolving the problems at this stop. The Express is now able to continue along the Star Rail.
The three of us actually pulled it off, huh?
It's time for your conductor, that's me, to reveal the name of our next stop.
Long time no see, Astral Express crew. It's Kafka. I came at a good time. You're all here. Every single one.
No need for the mysterious introduction, Stellaron Hunter.
Himiko, correct? Apologies for interrupting your little get-together, but I'm sure once you've heard my request, you'll forgive me. I'd like you to make a destination alteration.
I've seen your face before, Stellaron Hunter. Even if it was only on a corporation wanted poster. They were offering quite the bounty. Dead
doesn't concern me. Then again, a corporation bounty.
You wanted criminals sure know how to look on the bright side of things.
I will say, Herta certainly paid you all a compliment. A maniac that claims he can see destiny, leading a bunch of wild lunatics in pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe. And Herta doesn't give out compliments very often.
In pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe, huh? Well, in that sense,
You're in the wrong place, Kafka. We're not about to accept your request, and we're not about to get into bed with a Stellaron Hunter. It was nice talking with you. Perhaps next time you'll be willing to pay us a visit in person.
Have you guys heard of the Law Fu?
The Xianzhou Lawfu? It belongs to the Hexafleet of the Xianzhou Alliance. We've heard of it.
But What you haven't heard is that it's currently very not to mention, 45 system hours ago, a Stellaron burst, an unexpected calamity. Don't you think?
What exactly are you Stellaron hunters trying to do? The Cienjo Alliance aren't us. They won't give you time to explain. Once you draw the attention of the hunt, you become...
Stop speaking in riddles, Kafka. Say what you have to say.
It's simple. That Stellaron has nothing to do with us, but the Cienjo is convinced that we're responsible. My companion, Blade, has been taken away by the Cloud Knights. I want to bring him back, resolve this Stellaron crisis.
Nothing to do with you? Yeah, right. Sounds like a weird coincidence to me. Also, we're not your friends. Why should we care if a Stellaron hunter is innocent, No! Why are we listening to her? The Alliance is strong. Is a single Stellaron burst really too much for them to handle?
You could, of course, not get involved. Knowing that the Stellaron hasn't yet affected this region of space, you could make the jump and arrive at the next world. But sooner or later, the Star Rail here, I can tell you what the future holds. If you don't go to the Lawfu, the Stellaron will eventually contaminate the entire... Oh, you brave and fearless trailblazers. You benevolent, nameless...
This companion of yours, Blade,
No comment. Here are the coordinates. It's up to you how to... Our destinations may differ, but the orbits of the stars will eventually converge.
March, get Dan Heng.
Whoa, what are you doing here? I gave him the lowdown. Hey, remember what I said, okay? We're gonna vote against it. I'm not gonna take orders from that woman.
Are you okay, Dan Heng? March brought you up to speed, I assume.
I'm fine. And you...
Good. In that case, with regard to the matter at hand, let's vote to decide. Our Stellaron hunter claims that a Stellaron burst has occurred on the Cienjo Lawfu, and that we're in the vicinity. However, it's also possible that our Stellaron hunter is lying and using us for her own ends. Neither Welt nor I believe that she... So, we're about to hold a democratic vote on whether to set a course for the Cienjo. All those in favor, hold out your hand. All those against, keep your arms by your side. 3, 2, 1... 4 against 1. Well, it looks like the Astral Express crew has a majority vote to head for...
I calmed down and thought about it a bit. If it turns out that woman isn't lying, then a lot of it...
All right. I think we're all used to March's modus operandi by now.
So, Dan Heng, you want to stay here?
Yes. I'm staying this time.
In that case, Welt, ready for a trailblazing expedition? I know you've been itching to get out there for a while now, but make sure you take good care of the...
Don't worry.
Destination Cienjo, here we come!
The train is about to make the jump. 5,
That's a Xianzhou ship? It looks even bigger than—
For the Xianzhou, these ships are their planets. Terrestrial environments are cradles that allow civilizations to survive and then develop. Some of those civilizations progress further, constructing spacefaring vessels, which allow them to voyage. And I've only glimpsed it a few times, but it's as magnificent as I remember.
You okay there? What's with all the lonely nostalgia vibes?
This is the Astral Express. I repeat, this is the Astral Express. We have arrived in Xianzhou territory. Requesting landing permission from ground control. From the bridge, I mean.
Welcome to Lawful Skyport, Starskin. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer. Please wait transfer.
Something's not right.
The signal is still repeating, but no one is guiding us into dock.
Maybe the Stellaron hunters were telling the truth. It seems like something really did happen to this. A vessel arrives at a deserted spaceport. Isn't that how, like, loads of horror movies start?
Let's not let our imaginations get the better of us.
Please wait transfer. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer.
Still the automated signal?
Yes, it's still on repeat. Ah, there we go.
The Jade Gate now opening. On behalf of the Xianzhou Lafu, welcome, guests from afar. Please proceed to dock in accordance with the guidance.
Huh? Is this still automated?
The signal broke off. Seems that's all there is.
We should get going. Himiko, stay vigilant back here on the Express.
Relax. I've got Don Hung here with me. Make sure you're properly prepared before you set off.
Before we set off, I need to clarify the aim of this journey with you. The Stellaron hunters have given us a lot to consider, and a lot to doubt. Precisely. The Stellaron hunters clearly have ulterior motives. The Alliance and the Express haven't had any previous dealings, so our arrival might not receive the warmest welcome. But as always keep that in mind, and don't forget the way of the trade.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Oh, look! It's just containers as far as the this area isn't for receiving guests. It's for unloading cars. Such a huge port and not a soul in sight. It gives me the creeps. Stop talking. If they're Mr. Yang, what should we do?
We should start with the person who opened the Jade Gate. If it turns out they're not friendly, then at least they've already made things easier for us. If it turns out they were just doing their job.
That's Mr. Yang. This is child's play for him. He's done.
Let's move. Keep your wits about you.
Never turn back. The path behind is gone.
nice to have new survival skills under my belt.
The passion of yesteryear isn't all that returned.
Spread those positive vibes and watch the good luck follow.
With countless marvelous sights to be seen, I couldn't possibly consider stopping here.
My soul has never wandered far from the celestial expanse.
With this strength, I can save more lives.
Mr. Yang, someone's hurt.
Up ahead. You're hurt, son. Use your 6-phased ice to stop the bleeding. Go easy. We don't want to add frostbite to his list of complaints.
I'm on it.
This area saw fierce fighting only recent. Let's keep searching.
Up ahead. Please.
There are wounded everywhere.
The silver lining is that, based on what we can see, I'm guessing the Xianzhou must have evacuated the port immediately, leaving the soldiers to deal with the crisis.
Up ahead.
Careful. We've never seen this kind of life form before.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them! Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Thanks. I'll never forget. I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Fogg! The time is now. Lend me your strength.
Did you come here of your own volition? Existence as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Savor the vigor of it. This battle is unavoidable.
From the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul.
You're in bad shape. I'm not
eliminating threat.
We shall take back what we lost.
Thanks for saving Beauty from the beast.
Pleasure.
Journey begins.
But are you thanking us or giving yourself a compliment?
Naughty children, nap time. I need to be I'm okay. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them!
From the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul.
Time for a shot. Here comes the medicine. Thanks. I'll never forget you. You'll pay for this, evildoer. I'm not afraid of you.
Are you alright?
I'm okay.
Stay back there.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Fogg.
Miss Ting-Yun, the Mara struck have been repelled, but there could be other dangers nearby. The situation is serious. Allow us to escort you back to the Skyfaring Commission.
Calm down, I heard you. It'd be rude of me to depart without thanking our benefactors. My name is Ting-Yun. I'm the ambassador for the Lafu Skyfaring Commission Merchant Guild. May I venture to know the illustrious name?
Illustrious names? Sure. I'm March 7th. This is Mr. Yang. Oh, Mr. Welt Yang. And this is...
I see. Well, thank you for coming to our aid. Although there is one thing I don't understand. If you can't offer an explanation, I'm afraid these Cloud Knights will have to escort you out.
We called for port transfer and got no response, but then someone opened the Jade Gate for us. When we arrived, there was no one to be found.
How can that be? My ship was the last one into port before the Jade Gate was shut. The Skyfaring Commission has already locked...
We're telling the truth. You could verify it yourself by checking the access history of... We found it strange ourselves when the gate opened, but no one came to greet us.
You're with the Astral Express?
You've heard of us?
Indeed, I have. You've arrived at a bad time. The Xianzhou has suffered an incident. Whether you're here for leisure, treatment, or for your safety, you should hurry to Central Starskiff Haven and take refuge. I'll take you to Madame Yukong of the Skyfaring Commission and let her decide how to proceed.
We caught wind of the incident you mentioned. That's why we're here, Miss Tingyun, to help the Xianzhou seal the stone.
Your actions have already revealed your kind hearts to me. Sadly, I can't make you any Don't worry, Madame Yukong is kind-hearted too. Come on now, I'll lead the way.
Those monsters back there.
Why have we stopped?
Don't worry, miss. I have a favor to ask, that's all.
Favor? Count me out. What if we do it wrong and you get your cloud...
I shouldn't have doubted you. Please accept my apologies. The soldiers stationed here must have moved these into a roadblock.
What? Does he look like a crane to...
I'd like to see us try. They're extremely heavy. Even with all of us, we wouldn't be able to... Not that I'm doubting your skill, but I'd feel... If I'm not mistaken, the containers in the Trove of Verdure can be moved around... Oh, you've already put on quite the show. I knew it. This will be a... We just need to pass through here, take the bar...
You know, you sound sweet enough, but you were talking about getting us escorted away by your Cloud Knights. If it weren't for Mr. Yang...
You misunderstand. If you were in my shoes right now, wouldn't you want to keep your guard up?
True. But we came here to trailblaze, not jailblaze.
Seek, and you will find. Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Mentioned the Stellaron?
You work for the Skyfaring Commission, so I assume you're aware of its destructive power.
Yes, I am. As an Amicassador, I've been to many planets and seen my fair share of Stellaron corrosion.
Stream 4. Clean both blades. Seek, and you will find. Stream 4, the gleam of old blades. Another journey begins. Existence as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
You're in bad shape. I need to be brave.
Commencing annihilation.
This battle is unavoidable. The time is now. Lend me your strength.
In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul.
Savor the vigor of it.
Did you come here of your... Spring forth, bold blades. forget to let your friends in on the action. Seek, and you will find.
Get ready, and watch your backs.
Storm's on there.
Leave it to me!
Stream forward. Clean gold plates.
Powerful enemy. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them! Evildoer.
Another journey begins. Existence as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Naughty children, don't listen. Here comes the medicine. This battle is unavoidable.
In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls.
Time for a shot. All better now?
Thanks. I'll never forget you. I'm not a...
Eliminating threat. Are you alright?
I'm okay.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
Evildoer. Naughty children, savor the vigor of it.
I need to be brave.
Commencing annihilation. Secret of the saints.
The time is now. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them!
Existence as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion. Don't worry,
You'll
it's just
pay
a
for
scrape.
this.
Mortality reigns forever.
Did you come here of your own volition? From the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul.
Finally. Look how many tail hairs I lost on the way. Well, we had a difficult start, but things got easier. Look. Just sit back and relax. All Amicacetors know their way around a star skiff.
I was perfectly calm and
Please take your seats, everyone. We'll be off right away.
Perhaps there's more than one right answer.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, allow me to welcome you to Starskiff Haven. On the Xianzhou Lafu, anything relating to aviation, navigation, and trade falls within the scope of the Skyfaring Commission, which is one of the 6 commissions of the Lafu. As the biggest port...
You definitely sound like a... what was it again? Oh, Amicaciter. By which I mean...
That's too kind of you. My job involves ferrying business delegates to and from Starskiff Haven, so I do this kind of introduction all the time. Anyway, we're safe now. Normally I'd be a good host and take you around, but...
Palace of Astrum?
Right there! The tallest building in the city. It's also the headquarters of the Skyfaring Commission. Let's hurry, we haven't got much time. I don't mean to rush you, but if Madame Yukong holds me accountable for not getting you over soon enough, I wouldn't want to be around for the consequences.
Sounds scary. I thought you said she was kind-hearted.
We need to make a few preparations before paying a visit to any of the 6 commissions. Rest assured, Miss Tingyun, we won't go anywhere. If you could inform Madame Yukong of our arrival...
Very well.
Little Miss Fox moves at quite the pace. I can't keep up with her. I've spent too long on the bench. Let's catch our breath for a while, huh? We can expect a packed schedule ahead. That might be a little harsh, but she does put her own interests first. She did the right thing by not trusting us initially. We were an unknown quantity to her. As for the rush, my guess is she's just eager to get us out of her hair and further up the chain. It'll be all right. We're not trying to stand in her way. We have nothing to hide from her.
We didn't have anything to hide in Belobog either.
Not so fast. I need to give you two a heads up first. Our meeting with Madame Yukong won't be...
She is a top Xianzhou leader.
No, the Xianzhou Alliance is better than that. But Madame Yukong will definitely... Why did we choose to come to the Xianzhou now? How did we know that the incident is related to a Stellaron? Who careless answers mean distrust and potential hostility, which would...
Crud. One of us is gonna blurt something out, or get something wrong, I just know... Good idea. We can be his cheerleaders in the background.
Let's not do that. Don't worry. We'll find a way through.
here already? Sorry to keep you.
Are you not coming?
I've brought Madam Helmmaster up to...
Yes, madam.
Report the losses to General Jing Yuan and find someone from the Divination Commission. They can't just stand there watching while we deal with this mess. Greetings, guests from the Astral Express. Ting Yun has informed me of the purpose of your visit. Receiving guests isn't normally one of my responsibilities, but since you know about the Stellaron and have stated that you want to help the Law Fu, I thought I should at least meet you in person and politely decline your proposal. The Xianzhou Alliance knows what a Stellaron is and is more than capable of handling it ourselves. We have been around for over 8,000 years and weathered countless dangers and crises. While the situation is serious, we have more than enough reason. You are guests from afar. There is no reason for this matter to concern you. Am I making myself...
From what we've gathered, the influence of the Stellaron can still be contained. If we can locate it in time and contain it, it's possible that we can restore any space. We have experience in preventing Stellaron disasters, and we've only come here to lend you that experience.
I've said this and I'll say it again. This is an internal affair of the Xianzhou Alliance, and there is no need for the Astral Express to get involved. I decided to arrange a meeting with you as a gesture of respect, but my decision is final.
But...
Never mind, Mr. Yang. If the Xianzhou Alliance say they can handle it, then we're wasting our breath.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Huh? And what's that supposed to mean?
It's only been a few days since the presence of a Stellaron was detected on the Law Fu. Starskiff Haven has been under full lockdown. No one has been permitted to leave. How did I acquired the access history of Starskiff Haven? Not long ago, someone hacked into the system and opened the Jade Gate. Before guiding you, the Astral Express, the hacker was skillful and even taunted us with her seal. Her name is Silverwolf, a member of the Stellaron Hunters. What say you in your defense? You are forbidden from leaving the Skyfaring Commission until the aforementioned questions have been investigated.
Don't be too harsh, Yukong. If this gets out, the whole galaxy will think the Alliance has forgotten how to treat our guests.
General Jing Yuan.
It's very unlikely that the Express has joined forces with the Stellaron Hunters. They are mortal enemies, after all. Apologies for interrupting your meeting. My name is Jing Yuan. I'm the General of the Cloud Knights here on the Law Fu.
General, this is an internal affair for the Law Fu.
I fully agree with you, Helmmaster Yukong. This is indeed an internal affair. I am sorry, guests of the Astral Express. It is true that there is a Stellaron on the Law Fu, but I'm afraid I cannot accept your kind offer to help resolve the issue. This is a Xianzhou matter. Of course, it would be inappropriate of me to let you return without something to show for it. While I cannot accept your help with regard to the Stellaron, I do have a favor to ask. Please, after you. The Astral Express. I must confess that the train's reputation precedes it, such that it is often close to my thoughts.
It's an honor to meet you, General. May I ask what the favor you spoke of is?
A matter that requires capable people such. During our investigation, the Divination Commission, the department in charge of intelligence processing, intercepted a transmission sent out by his accomplice. I have some knowledge of your relationship with the Stellaron Hunters. The Divination Commission is convinced that you made an alliance with them. I say that's as such. I came to the conclusion that the communication must have been an attempt by the Stellaron Hunters. We can handle the Stellaron, but it will take time and will require the bulk of the Cloud Knights on the ship. It is this Kafka that concerns me. The longer she stays on the ship, since the Stellaron Hunters lured you to our ship, we shall move with the current. You are hereby authorized to do as you deem fit on the Lofu, with the goal of bringing Kafka. Doing so would clear the misunderstanding between us, reveal the true intentions of the Stellaron Hunters, and help us understand their connection to the Stellaron Burst.
What do you...
If you are able to capture this Stellaron, Lofu never fails to reward that which is given.
Okay.
Wonderful. It's a deal then. I shall notify Yukong that all intel is to be... If there's anything the Skyfaring Commission or the Cloud Knights can...
I think we only scratched the... I don't know about strange, but my gut tells me something is off. That's it. A minor detail, but curious. Since the Cloud Knights have already captured a Stellaron Hunter, why not use him to get to Kafka? Why rely on us? The Xianzhou is reluctant to involve outsiders in the Stellaron disaster, so why is it so keen on letting us capture a Stellaron Hunter? Yes. The only sensible conclusion I can draw is that Blade had already escaped when Jingyuan spoke to us, provided they even captured him in the first place. Therefore, given our connection to Kafka, that's why he asked for our help. He didn't want to let anyone else find out that Blade had already escaped. Now that we've figured that out, perhaps...
I understand how you must...
Master Diviner, you heard our discussion. What do you make of it?
What do I make of it? The way of heaven is apparent, but the heart of humanity is often deceptive.
That won't be necessary. The crew has nothing to do with the incident. Of that, I am almost certain. It isn't their intentions that trouble me.
Wasn't that my idea, General?
Indeed. Your counsel has always been a great help to me. You may use your discretion on the matters ahead of us.
Why don't you retire early and I use my discretion full time?
It is still too soon, unfortunately. If something goes wrong, you'll need a general to take the blame. How could I simply...
If you'd brought me that blade earlier, none of this would have... Wait, what are you up to exactly? Jingyuan, did you...
Me? I had no idea he might escape. Unlike you, my gaze never travels beyond the horizon. I take full
I can understand. There's a lot to take care of on the Xianzhou. You are bound to miss something. On that note, perhaps it's about time you finally nominate me as your successor when the 6th year...
Yes. I have to go now. I'll leave this in your overwhelmingly capable hands, Fu Shen. There are 3 things in the world that I can't seem to rid myself of. The troubles of the Xianzhou.
General, Diviner Fu wants the General's position for herself. Everyone knows that.
She is very capable, but her intellect is burdened by a quick temper.
This Stellaron thing is easy. Blade escaped. Now we gotta go get him. Just say the word, and I'll solve this in a flash.
I can understand your impatience, and I know you want to prove yourself. Now is not the time. If you truly wish to become sword champion, you shouldn't be running around brandishing your sword at people.
You think I'd lose to Blade?
I'm saying you need to have patience, Yanqing. Governing Xianzhou is different from a sword fight. The only way to build momentum is to work slowly. Besides, we still don't know who's... There is something we must take care of before making our next move. As long as it remains unresolved, we're at a stand. How did it manage to bypass the Skyfaring Commission's inspections and the
I say we bring those 2 Stellaron hunters before Diviner Fu. She'll get an answer out of them in no time.
I've asked our friends from the Express to take care of that for us. Worry not, you'll have your moment when the current stalemate is... You are my most trusted aide, and there are some things that I would only assign to you. Speaking of which, Yanqing... that boy... I suppose it is my fault. I should have given him an opportunity already. A sharp sword can't stay sheathed forever. My fear is that this might prove too big a setback. Bigger than his
Yukong has asked me to look at. Seems like we were destined to be in each other. The Skyfaring Commission has reserved rooms for you at the Petrichor Inn. No. Though I'd appreciate it if you mentioned to Madame Yukong that you got a warm reception from me when you next see her.
Well, here we are. I feel sleepy already. Hey, that's not fair. My eyes are peeled this time. I'll make a run for it jokes aside, did you see Madame Yukong frown at us? I thought her guards were about to jump out of nowhere and throw us in jail. I'd rather deal with monsters than these big shots. I mean, not that Madame Yukong doesn't have her
Don't worry, my lips are sealed. But as her subordinate, I have to say that it's Madame Yukong's duty to keep her guard up. The Luofu is facing a crisis, and as head of the Skyfaring Commission, she's actually a very reasonable old girl in private. They say that many years ago, Madame Yukong was an ace pilot in the Cloud Knights. She was a work hard, play harder type, known for her hot temper, and eventually she became the head of the entire commission, which required her to learn patience. In any case, Madame Yukong instructed me to reserve the best rooms at the inn and have all your expenses covered. She wants to extend the full courtesy of the Xianzhou so that all of you, and she specifically mentioned that if you wish to buy anything at the inn, be it food or otherwise, just let the innkeeper know. The commission will cover the cost.
You go back yourself. Seeing as our hosts are so thoughtful, I guess we should help ourselves. Right, Mr. Yang?
We should focus on our objective first. Seeing as Helmmaster Yukong was extremely reluctant to get us involved, am I right to speculate that the Skyfaring Commission has some leads on the whereabouts of Kafka?
Exactly right. The suspect is extremely cunning. She encrypted her transmission and timed her communication. We couldn't pinpoint her exact location. But as cunning as she is, the Divination Commission has managed...
Here are the coordinates. It's up to you how to proceed. Our destinations may differ, but the orbits of the stars will eventually converge. See you later.
Precisely. That's the sound of a device.
Which means what exactly? This is a starship. There are all kinds of devices making weird noises.
Miss March, to the untrained ear, these noises may sound the same. But for the craftsmen of the Artisanship Commission, each machine has a different pitch and melody. The General sent for craftsmen, and they concluded that the sound came from the shipyard facilities. Now, get some rest and prepare yourselves for the operation ahead. I look forward to seeing you in action.
Let's take advantage of the rest. It won't be easy to track down Kafka the Stellaron Hunter.
Oh, let's let the Express know how we're doing. More importantly, let's see how Don Hung's doing. Ask him what he's up to.
You've been standing here for half an hour. It's rare to see you like this. Are you worried about those two? Who else is with them? They should be fine.
Himiko, did you keep a copy of the Stellaron Hunter's transmission? Can I have a look?
Sure.
Not to mention, 45 system hours ago, a Stellaron burst occurred on the Lafu. An unexpected calamity, don't you think?
What exactly are you Stellaron Hunters trying to do? The Cienjo Alliance aren't us. They won't give you time to explain. Once you draw the attention of the hunt, you become their prey. The Alliance will hunt you.
Stop speaking in riddles, Kafka. Say what you have to say. It's simple. That Stellaron has nothing to do with us, but the Cienjo is convinced that we're responsible.
Stop!
Do you know him?
The Cienjo is in danger. This man, if he's on the ship, then Welt March and her. Everyone is in grave danger, but...
Is he connected to that past you want to escape?
I can't leave them down there. It's just...
Is there anyone who doesn't carry around a past burden? She may not remember. We tread on a path that is hidden from us. The things we see and the trails we blaze, all try not to dwell on it, Don Hung. The Express spends 7 standard days at each stop. Its passengers are allowed to do as they deem fit. Pom-Pom and I are more than capable of looking after the Express. If there's something you've got to do it now. Better than... And you'll come back and travel with us once this is all over, right?
Send the message out. The network is down, but some functions still work. Virtually nothing has changed since I left. This will strengthen our position. Too late to repent. Fighting is me. I've no interest in... This will strengthen our position.
Stay where you are. I can handle this. Emergencies should be dealt with by professionals.
Fighting is meaningless.
Want to see what I can do? Stop this! Take this! Rise, Phoenix!
the truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. You're hurt.
It's okay. This one's strong, all right. Going Eddie.
Secret of the safe.
With you two risking your lives for me, could I really stay where I am?
Move carefully. The truth of life in this sanctuary is but a vision.
Take this! Rise, Phoenix! Dodge this!
Pity. Eternal sleep if the dead will return.
Are you two okay? Good. I'm Sushang of the Cloud Knights. I was just transferred here from the Yaoqing. I did tell you to let me handle it. I don't have eyes in the back of my head. What if I accidentally hit you?
Forgive me, miss, but you were too busy being hit yourself. It's a good thing I joined the fray.
I was protecting you more like. It's a Cloud Knight's job to protect others. That was some impressive Cloud Knight spearmanship. Which unit are you from? Huh, okay. You're a civilian then.
Miss Sushang, what exactly has transpired here? In all my trade visits, I've never seen Starskiff Haven in such a state.
I can't comment on that. I was just ordered to rescue the civilians. Actually, I have no idea either. Anyway, you two just need to come with. You're pretty quiet. What's your name? I've got forms to fill out. Can't put your name down as blank.
My name is Dan Hung. I'm a traveler. I'm on my way to meet up with my friends.
No can do, mister. It's way too late. You won't find anyone at Starskiff Haven. If your friends made it out...
Aren't you going to take my name too, miss?
You already said it when we were busy fighting. Something. Lo-cha! Is that right? Let's go. Stay close, you two. Cloud Knight Sushang will get... One more thing. I need you to write your names down later. I don't know too many characters. I might make a mistake.
Message not sent? Why not?
Long-range communication technology is still improved.
Doesn't seem like it. Everything else is working fine.
In that case, it looks like someone wants to make things difficult for us. Since Kafka's here, I wouldn't be surprised.
When it first opened, the Petrichor Inn had another name.
My money got...
Oh, you've arrived. No, only an extra couple of hours. Stargazer Navalia is governed by the Artisanship Commission. It took me a while to sort out. Just like at Cloudford, Stargazer Navalia's meridian pin has malfunctioned. The checkpoint there is abandoned, and with monsters wreaking havoc and the knights scattered, Stargazer Navalia has become...
So we've got a bunch of monsters to deal with, an IPC Most Wanted Stellaron hunter to catch, and... I was just making small talk.
I wouldn't say you're entirely on your own. Shall we, my benefactor? Now, what's a hunt without a hound? Kafka is still at large, and the Skyfaring Commission wants this problem to go away. I made a few calls and managed to procure this from the Artisanship Commission.
Aww, he's so... I mean, what can he do exactly?
Yes and no. This is D-Ting, a bionic dog developed by the Artisanship Commission. He has all the 5 senses of the Foxian race and takes them to another level. Be it tracks or scent, as long as he uncovers a trace, he'll follow it all the way. All we need to do is look for any trace left by Kafka. It doesn't matter how good she is at hiding. D-Ting, but before we get started, let's play with his settings a bit and get him ready. To begin with, let's set him to scent detection mode. Tell D-Ting to follow the scent of my perfume and see what he can do.
Status
We need to follow these sparkly traces to find Miss Ting Yoon, right? She's not in a hurry, that's for sure. Playing hide and seek with us while Kafka's still at large? Where did they go? Is D-Ting malfunction? Got it. He says the wind is too strong here at the port, so it's not easy to follow the scent. That's just the psychic bond between cute girls.
Using the environment to hide her traces. Our girl from the Skyfaring Commission sure knows how to put up a challenge.
Or we could ask around? Look how busy this place is. Someone must have seen Miss Ting Yoon. Yoon must have left us these clues, right?
Deeding should be able to pick up her traces now.
You found me! Deeting's quite handy when it comes to tracking. If you pick up traces of Kafka in Stargazer Navalia, just switch him on. Don't let her escape.
How I wish it would talk to me again.
We have to find it!
Storms on the horizon.
Powerful enemy. Time to
I want
change
to protect
tactics.
everyone too! Help me, Mr. Frog!
Evildoer.
Did you come here of your own volition? Welcome the still waters of oblivion I guide the wandering souls. Again.
Here comes the medicine.
I'm not afraid of you.
Eliminating threat.
Existence as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
I'm okay.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I'll never forget you.
Time for a shot. All better now?
Don't worry,
You'll
it's
pay
just a
for
scrape.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them! Evildoer.
Another journey from the still waters of oblivion I guide the wandering souls.
Naughty children, don't listen. Here comes the medicine.
Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Troublesome.
Eliminating threat.
This battle is unavoidable.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Frog!
Did you come here of your own volition? Or was it fate? Existence as fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Time. Savor the vigor of it.
Again.
You'll pay for this. Evildoer. This battle...
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
assistance is timely.
On the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls.
I'm okay.
I'm okay!
Naughty children, don't listen. All better now? You'll pay for this.
The time is now! Lend me your strength!
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them!
Resistance, bleeding as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
Eliminating threat.
Here comes the medicine.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
This battle is unavoidable.
The time is now! Lend me your strength!
I need to be brave.
Another journey begins. In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls.
Evildoer. Nap time.
Another blood debt repaid. Storms on the horizon.
Powerful enemy. Just in time to change. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks. I'll never forget you.
The time is now! Lend me your strength!
Resistance, bleeding as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion.
The redemption. Stay back,
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Song!
Time for a shot.
Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Again?
Right.
We've entered the storm.
To guard and defend! Crush them!
Again?
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Storm!
On the still waters of oblivion.
It's command.
That's better.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
Eliminating threat.
I'm okay.
Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion.
Time for a shot.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks. I'll never forget you.
I've lost my way.
If there's nothing pressing, let's take a walk.
Tusk pear wrap, song lotus cake, guaranteed delicious.
Would have thought that Stargazer Navalia might become so quiet. Long were the nights when the clangor of hammers rose to meet the stars. The Lafu relies on the star skiffs produced here to transport people and goods. Now that we're outbound flights might also Of course, the silver lining is I don't have to go on as many trips.
You don't seem to worry too much about the Xianzhou, Miss Ting Yun.
I wouldn't say that. A good businesswoman doesn't wear her heart on her sleeve. Besides, the Alliance, just to warn you, if we do run into Kafka, you'll have to do the fighting benefactors. I'd love to help, but there's very little I can... Playing the Madame Yukong card, are we? That's not very heroic. Besides, the Madame Helmmaster simply asked me to assist you in navigating around Starskiff Haven. It's no different to any other diplomatic mission, or I was never much of a fighter, and I'm not one for risking my life either. Getting Diting into your hands is already beyond...
I'll definitely be putting in a few words next time we meet Yukong.
Understood. We won't put you out of your comfort zone, Miss Ting Yun. When we run into Kafka, we'll do the fighting and the capture.
Before Diting can start tracking, you'll have to feed him some leads. If Kafka is hiding in Stargazer Navalia, she'll have left behind traces. Let's spread out and look for them. Leave no stone unturned. Shards of a Cloud Knight's weapon.
It must have been Kafka!
Stream forth, gleam of old blades.
Look! Diting found a strange chest.
Let me see.
There's a note here. Why do I get the feeling...
It seems like Kafka predicted our every...
I know! Let's go and have a look! Diting smells something. Is that a grenade? A small something for the... she's clearly taunting us.
Stream forth, the gleam of old blades.
What's this?
A jade seal used by the shipwrights. It opens various passages. It looks like someone used it and then destroyed.
We should have enough clues here to get Diting on the move.
No time.
I think we've rounded up all our suspicious clues. But did Kafka leave them behind on accident?
She sure did put a lot of work into this gag, and I think we're the punchline. Making us run around like jerks? I bet she's loving this. I can almost hear... why don't you go and marry her, huh?
Don't forget, she's on the IPC's most wanted list. A fugitive that nobody can seem to... Let's go, benefactors. Time is of the essence. We must...
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
That'll take more than medicine. Now time.
Annihilate. Stay back, Clara. Stay back, Clara.
This battle is unavoidable.
Another blood debt repaid.
There's always a weakness.
Free will, or was it fate? On the still waters of oblivion.
That's better.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
You'll pay for this.
Destined for oblivion.
Your assistance is time.
I need to be brave.
Where did it go?
When the trace of the hunted disappears, the hunter better think twice. It might mean the tables have turned.
Cloud Knights aren't Mara-struck. What did you do to them?
Just a little persuasion to get them to listen to me. But you know all about that already, don't you? What a hassle. This place is too far for the diviner. See you up ahead.
We've entered the storm.
To guard and defend! Crush them! I want to protect everyone too! Help me, Mr. Tora!
Just in time.
Just a little something.
Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Destined for oblivion.
Thanks. I'll never...
You'll pay for this.
Naughty child.
This battle is unavoidable.
Quick! Don't let her escape!
Debt repaid.
March, not so fast!
You'll pay for this.
Another journey begins. On the still waters of oblivion.
That'll take more than medicine. That's better. Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
Just in time.
Just a little something.
Assistance is timely.
Hide.
I'm okay.
Stay back, Clara.
another blood debt repaid.
So close and yet so far. You'll have to pick up the pace.
There's no way through here. We need to think of a way to cut her off.
Don't worry about locked doors, benefactors. We can use the conveyor belts.
and you will find. This is what exploring the cosmos is all about. Seek, and you will find. Gleam of old blades.
Time to change tactics. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
On still waters of oblivion.
I want to protect everyone too! Help me, Mr. Tora!
Hide. Breathe.
This battle is unavoidable. Troublesome.
Destined for oblivion.
Annihilate.
I want to protect everyone too! Help me, Mr. Tora!
You'll pay for this. Naughty child. That's better. Just a little something. Assistance is timely.
Another journey begins. On the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Hide.
Time for a shot. Your assistance is timely. Troublesome. This battle is unavoidable.
Free will, or was it destined for oblivion?
I'm okay. Troublesome. Naughty child. Nap time.
I'm not afraid of you!
Annihilate.
I want to protect everyone too! Help me, Mr. Tora!
Another journey begins.
Time for a shot. That's better.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
Just a little something.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape. Again.
Naughty child.
Free will, or was it fate? On the still waters of oblivion. Storm's on the horizon. Seek, and you will find.
This battle is unavoidable.
Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion.
That'll take more than medicine. That's better.
Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Annihilate.
Another journey begins. On the still waters of oblivion.
That'll take more than medicine.
You'll pay for this.
Eliminating threat.
Destined for oblivion.
Time for a shot.
I'm not afraid of you.
This battle is unavoidable. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
I want to protect everyone too. Oh, that's your sword.
Just a little something.
Assistance is timely.
Free will, or was it on the still waters of oblivion?
Nap time. We shall take back what we lost. This will keep us well stocked.
Welcome, Astral Expressors. Looks like you caught me.
Admit it, Kafka. You planned for us to come here.
I didn't plan anything. It was the future. We interfere on countless future possibilities, and you speak too highly of us, Welt. The Stellaron Hunters are merely Destiny's...
Best future? Best for who? As if you'd consider any—
If I said best for the universe, would you believe me? Best for me, naturally.
We're taking you to see the General of the Law Fu. You can profess your innocence all you like, but the General will decide your fate.
Oh, thanks. But no thanks. I can't stand moving. We don't have much time. If I were you, I'd make a move before it's too late.
Powerful enemy. Evil doer.
Not so fast.
I'm okay.
Feeling a little dizzy?
That's better. Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Something for everybody.
Ready? Just a little something.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
I'm okay. Naughty child.
Annihilate.
I want to protect everyone. Zoning out. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Another journey begins on the still waters of oblivion.
Time for a shot. That's better. Thanks. I'll never forget you. Just in time. Just a little something. Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Hide.
There's always a weakness.
Not so fast.
I want to protect everyone too.
Feeling a little dizzy?
Eliminating threat.
See you later.
Free will, or was it fate destined for oblivion?
Finally.
Rudimentary. Your every move has been foreseen by the Omniscient. Fushun, Divination Commission. I'll be taking the criminal from here. Greetings, crew of the Astral Express. This is our first encounter. Though given that I have encountered you in foresight, perhaps I should say the second. Far-flung friends ought to be received with fine wine.
What the actual heck is she saying?
If the method of my speech is offensive to you...
We received an assignment from General Jing Yuan to arrest the Stellaron Hunter. Thank you, Diviner, for coming to our aid, but we must...
Unessential. I hold a proclamation from the General here, if you care to see. Upon detaining the Stellaron Hunter...
Did the General just spare us a walk with Kafka?
Understood. However, the General promised that all intel would be shared with us.
Oh? That guy. Can I go one day without him throwing me under the...
We won't make things any more complicated than they need to be.
Very well. Urgency demands fluidity. The three of you shall accompany me to the
Can't we do the questioning here? The Stellaron hunters are slippery.
While I am here, she will not escape. Only the Divination Commission has the methods to make her talk. The time has arrived. We must depart.
Disembark here, benefactors.
I may live in relatives. Why did you bring us here? Does this...
No need to yell, Master Diviner. The Meridian Pin is malfunctioning, and I couldn't find the entrance to the delve. I wanted to get us straight to our destination, but this is the only place I could dock the star. Look, Exalting Sanctum, this is a safe place. Let's just walk the rest of the way from here.
Our hexagrammatic position is fluctuating between the Martian water trigrams. The vessel is stranded in the...
I heard the Xianzhou can tell your fortune. Is that how they do it? Anyone can count on their fingers. What's wrong with that? We've got 10 fingers. May as well use them.
I just performed some quick divination, and the hexagram is consistent with our current predicament. The Starskiff cannot take us to the Divination Commission today. Alas, without me in charge to handle the Stellaron crisis, I dare not even imagine the...
It's true. The Divination Commission really can't go a single day without Lady Fu.
That's why you have to develop your talent pool. Otherwise, everything falls apart when you go on vacation.
Since you are clearly ignorant of the Commission's internal affairs, I shall absolve you of your ridiculous remarks. The prisoner must follow me every step of the way. This is Jing Yuan's order.
You might not want to hear this, but your general gave us his word. We have to...
You think too little of me. My word is my bond. I will stick to my promise. To have this prisoner speak, the Commission must resort to unconventional means, the nature of which is confidential and cannot be... I have appointed someone to wait for you in front of Exalting Sanctum Plaza.
Okay. I think I offended someone again. Don't start.
Don't take it to heart, March. Miss Fushen seems like a reasonable lady. I'm sure she's not angry with you.
Really? I thought she was pretty icy. Not icy. He's nerdy.
Okay, enough chit-chat. I reckon the Divination Commission could be a while. Let's take a look around.
Yeah! That star skiff was pretty cool. There must be... the plaza, but I can't see anyone waiting for us. Should we look around?
What's going on with him?
What is that?
Everybody stay back! Give him this medicine and make him lie down! I mean, make them lie down!
You'll pay for this.
Another journey begins on the still waters of oblivion.
Your assistance is timely.
Annihilate. Stay back, Labyrinth.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Free will, or was it pure destiny for oblivion?
That's better.
Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Hide.
I'm okay. This battle is unavoidable.
Another journey begins on the still waters of oblivion.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Stay back, Labyrinth.
That'll teach you a lesson. Ready to lie down now? Thanks for helping to stabilize the patients. Your
Assertive sedation techniques? Does she mean...
However, these Cloud Knights were already sick, and now they're injured too. I've got to bandage up their wounds, realign their bones. Ugh, as if I didn't have enough on my plate.
Where did you come from, little one? Is your dad around?
I don't have a dad.
What about your mom?
I don't have a mom either. I get it. You think because I'm small, I must be a runaway child. Welcome to the Xianzhou, my short-lived outsider friends. Appearances can be deceiving here. The Vidyadhara race is self-reincarnating. No mom or dad required. I've been studying the art of healing ever since I cast off my old shell. You're looking at a recognized...
Belobog kids are making snowmen, while children here are writing prescriptions.
Things haven't been very peaceful in the Lawful recently. Make sure you don't
go running around, right? Well, your general gave us an errand, so I'm afraid...
Well, seeing as you saved me just now, if you're unlucky enough to acquire any breaks or sprains, I'll treat you for free. As for medicine... Ha! Do you have any idea how many people in the Lawful are waiting for an appointment with me? You should count this as a blessing. Hadn't left my purse at home, I wouldn't have to... Enough of that. I have patients to see.
Our little miracle worker seems very different from everyone else around. Don't you think, Mr. Yang?
So this is the Vidyadhara. I've only ever read about them. They're known as the Dragon race. Not hard to see why.
That was terrifying. Thank goodness the
Yes, that child's usually hidden away.
When it rains, it pours. The Artisanship Commission has its own issues. It sounds serious, too. Oh, my apologies. I'm an orderly from the Realm Keeping Commission. And I'm a civil servant. Technically speaking, every traveler aboard the Law Fu is a guest of the General. If the port is still open, I would suggest you take... Oh, that reminds me. I have a friend with a star skiff and a... Well now, you must be quite special. Hey, don't spread this around, but this isn't some small-scale maintenance drill. The General has sent the... You may not need it right now, but if there's any help I...
Everyone, please remain calm. If you feel unwell, please report to the Realm Keeping Commission as soon as possible. We have we will be distributing a bag of protein rice and emergency medicine. Please register with your Jade Abacus bracelet. Oh, I see. Please, sign here. I heard there's a problem with their meridian. Some diviners and stargazers managed to... Do you have friends trapped in the Delve? If you're worried about them, find a diviner and see if they can tell you what happened. I want to say it's all in a day's work, but I've been here...
Excuse me, miss. Hold on a moment. It was only thanks to your help earlier that the Dragon Lady and those Exaltings... You don't remember? You dealt with those Mara-struck knights in the nick of... A friend in the Skyfaring Commission told me the General Commission... If you don't mind, I hope you can take the time to come to the...
If the shipping passages in Cloudford changed even a little, do you two know the way?
I came this way. I know it like the back of my hand. So, silent but deadly. Let me know. Silent but deadly. I should learn to be this easygoing. Me? There's not much to talk about. Not that long ago. But I've been receiving strict Cloud Knight military training since my parents are both famous on the Yaojin. Don't look down on me just because I'm a new recruit. I'll lead the way. You two keep an eye on our surroundings.
Not exactly my expertise. I'm just a traveling merchant.
This is life and death, okay? Hey, silent but deadly. Shout if you see any danger, okay? Don't think just because you know a move or two.
March's six-faced ice. There was a fight here. Cloud Knight stricken with Mara. How could the mutations get this bad?
There's supposed to be a passage. Why can't I see it?
Somebody used the Cloud Forward control panel to block the road with
Who did this? I'm terrible with machines.
I'm a traveling merchant. I've been here many times. Now, for a Cloud Knight to be unfamiliar with the local...
I told you, I was only just transferred here from the Yaoqing. Control panel? Where is the control panel?
Is that...
Let me see. Protect everyone too! Help me, Mr. Storm!
Another journey begins.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Destined for oblivion.
Nap time.
Eliminating threat. Mission command. Are you alright?
I'm okay!
This battle is unavoidable.
Still waters of oblivion.
Time for a shot. That's better. Thanks. You'll pay for that.
I'll never forget
you! Free will, or was... Another storms on the horizon.
Time to change tactics.
I want to protect everyone too! Help me, Mr. Storm!
Destined for oblivion.
Naughty child.
Annihilate.
This battle is unavoidable.
Mission command.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Stay back, Clara.
Still waters of oblivion.
Time for a shot. That's better. Thanks.
Stay back, Clara. Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone! Help me, Mr. Storm!
You'll pay for this.
Hide. Mission command.
This battle is unavoidable.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Just a little something.
Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone. Help me, Mr. Storm!
Eliminating threat. Mission command.
Still waters of
shot.
Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Are you alright?
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Forever.
I'm not afraid of you.
Annihilate.
Free will, or was it destiny for oblivion?
That's better.
Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone. What's your storm?
You'll pay for this.
Mission command.
Just a little something. Assistance is timely.
I need to be brave.
Hide.
Another journey begins.
America. Stay back, Clara.
This battle is
I'll
unavoidable.
never forget you. I want to protect everyone too. What's your storm?
Annihilate. Mission command.
Another blood debt repaid.
Thank goodness. There's one star skiff left.
What? Where? Where does it go?
Judging by where it's docked, it must be heading for Central Starskiff Haven. Nice. Come on, let's climb aboard.
This haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
What does that mean? It's just a picture. Are we supposed to meet someone there? It's like one of those messages a kidnapper sends in a horror movie.
That's enough of that. Come on, let's go.
Hurry up, Chingcha. We'll be fossils by the time you're finished.
I heard there was a disaster in the Divination Commission's delve. I'm surprised you're in the mood to play right.
Even if the sky was gonna collapse on the Divination Commission, the Master Diviner would be there to hold it up. What she lacked. Anyway, I didn't come here just to play. She ordered me to wait here for our guests. Time.
It's the place in the photo, all right. Is this a games parlor?
Isn't this hand a problem? Oh, hi there! I can tell just by looking at you that you're the Divination Commission's guests. I know, I'm sorry. I was going to wait for you by the statue, but... Triplet! But folks from the Realm Keeping Commission descended on the area. It's too loud over there now. Pass! So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be better to meet somewhere quieter? Four of a kind! And wouldn't that be more fun, too? Better to show you the real Exalting Sanctum and introduce you to a true Xianzhou pastime, Celestial Jade! Aha! Victory! Now that my wish has been fulfilled, there's nothing holding us back. Follow me, honored guests. I must apologize for your long wait, honored guests.
It wasn't too long. Seeing your enthusiasm for this Celestial Jade game has stoked my curiosity.
I'm glad to hear it. You clearly have excellent taste.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Look! Is that a...
It's an ancient tree. We call it the Ambrosial Arbor.
I didn't know the Skyfaring Commission from a distance. It looks like half a tree. Meaning?
It means the tree was as tall as the sky and stars hung from its...
So, how big was it? Bigger than the Express? Bigger than Herta Space Station? Stars hung from its branches. Then, how did it...
Exactly. Let's just say it was bigger than... Anyway, it's just a legend. I see. Let's go.
I don't believe in
Need your extractor cleaned or your Starskip service?
Seek, and you will find.
We're almost there, everyone. Stay close. Just a heads up, please don't go running off once we're inside. You may be the Master Diviner's guest, but she hates people who don't abide by rules and regulations. Oh, and people who ask too many questions, not to mention... Please, don't push her buttons.
We're just here for the questioning. We'll leave as soon as it's over.
Seek, and you will find. Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
I'm not afraid of you.
Free will, or was it fate?
You'll pay for this.
Eliminating
Another journey. Another blood debt repaid. Waters of oblivion.
That'll take more than medicine.
That's better.
Don't worry,
need to be
it's
brave.
just a scrape.
annihilate.
Destined for oblivion.
Naughty child. Your assistance is time.
I'm not afraid of...
This battle is unavoidable.
Free will.
Time for a shot. That's better.
I need to be...
Eliminating
You'll pay for always a weakness. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora.
Another journey begins. On the still waters of oblivion.
Your assistance is timely. This battle is unavoidable.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
So strange.
Oh, let me guess. The gate isn't working?
I don't understand. It's never been locked before. And no one told.
Hey! I know the food here sucks, but that's no reason to shut the... Are you really from the Divination Commission?
No way. She's already demoted me to managing the repository. What else does she want from me? There's no need to panic, okay? This isn't the only entrance into the Divination Commission. Here it is. Ugh, the Stellaron corrosion. What's going on? Great. This gate won't open either. We've kept the Master Diviner waiting. No doubt she'll blame unreliable Chinchilla for messing up once again.
I'd offended that diviner. That's why she sent this girl to help us.
Miss Qingqi, if you don't mind, may I...
Huh? Oh, no need. Actually, I was just being polite. I don't see why not. Let me show you. This thing is pretty fun. Mr. Yang. You handled that well for an outsider. I officially hand over the title of Keeper of the Loafing Gate to you.
Anyone here surprised?
Here comes trouble.
Can't we run around to them for a change?
You'll pay for this.
Free will, or was it destiny for oblivion?
Naughty child.
Don't worry, it's just a
battle is unavoidable.
Time to do something.
Annihilate.
Again?
Stay back, cleric.
Just a little something.
Don't worry, it's
You'll
just a
pay for
scrape.
this.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion. Another blood debt repaid.
I know crucibles in authority.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Still waters of oblivion. How familiar.
Naughty child.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
I want to protect everyone. Please, Mr. Sora.
Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion.
That'll take more than minutes. That's better.
Don't worry,
This battle
it's
is
just a
unavoidable.
scrape.
I need to be brave.
Annihilate. Is your command.
You'll pay for this.
Another journey begins.
Time for a shot.
Thanks. I'll never forget.
Another blood debt repaid. Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
This is the Matrix of Prescience, a large-scale...
We've heard the term Jade Abacus a few times now. Would you mind explaining what it is?
A jade abacus is just... That's a good question, Mr. Yang. It might take me a minute. The book, Glimpses into the Beyond, describes it as... just like engraving a seal. The craftsmen of the Xianzhou... Some jade abacuses are small enough to fit inside bracelets and jewelry. We put the bigger ones into instruments of calculation, so we can simulate the future and take the Matrix of Prescience here as an example. As long as sufficient information is provided, it can answer questions on anything. From the evolution of natural phenomena to the... They say the theory behind the symbols was handed down by Noose, the Wisdom Walker. The principles are so profound that in the Divination Commission, only the Master Diviner truly understands.
Seems like it. But Jade Abacus does sound a lot. Besides, ordinary computers don't have cool backstories. Technology handed even in Madame Herta's space station. I never saw anything related.
Anyway, don't dwell on names. As long as the machine works, what does it matter whether... Just like today. Would it have mattered if Baichue had brought you here instead of Qingchue? It makes no difference at all. We're almost at the Matrix of Prescience core. The Master Diviner should...
Diviner Fu, how are things progressing?
We're fluctuating between the heaven and thunder trigrams. A step forward, Bridget.
And for those who don't speak Fu Shen?
It's an utter disaster. How's that for a divination commission, Fortune? The matrix of prescience has stopped operating, and the symbols have dimmed. There are Stellaron spirits wreaking havoc inside the commission, and the Cloud Knights are struggling to protect civilians. I want to stand on top of all of that, General. But we still have to deal with the Stellaron hunter you handed to us. If that's not an utter disaster, then I don't know what is.
But you're Fu Shen, the seer. The boundless, omniscient. Bringing luck and avoiding misfortune.
You don't need to flatter me, General. It's natural for fortune to fluctuate. There's no escaping it. The Divination Commission simply does its best to uncover the good and the bad and then make the right decisions. We have no magical means to turn the tide.
And that is precisely why we need you in charge. When it comes to handling clairvoyant Stellaron hunters, who better than Fu Shen the Seer? As for reinforcements, you didn't think... Look, help has just arrived.
Master Diviner, I brought you the guests, though it wasn't your order I received. So, General, even guests are on the payroll these days?
Well, since they're here already, I may as...
Entering the matrix of prescience without my permission is a breach of protocol. Would be an ungracious thing to say in the present circumstances. Qingque is often unreliable, but she comes through for us when the need arises. I was waiting for the matrix of prescience to resume operations so that you might gain insight into my divination techniques.
No need for the formalities. We heard what the General said.
Very well, then I'll keep this brief. The divination... Qingque will accompany you. She'll be in charge of restarting the...
I hath divine...
What? Which magic word?
The universal one?
Please.
Good enough.
It's been a while, my astral guest. Thanks to you, the Law Fu has successfully brought Kafka to justice. I am. How can we compete when our paths diverge still? It's a pleasure for me to be able to say that the Xianzhou has kept still. At present, Kafka has no intention of speaking, and the Stellaron hunter's motives remain unknown. We must rely on the power of the Divination Commission to unearth the truth.
Unearth the truth? You mean interrogate Kafka with the Matrix of Prescience?
Precisely. The Matrix of Prescience is the Divination Commission's ultimate weapon, and was originally used to calculate navigation routes and predict future events. But the secrets of the Stellaron hunters cannot remain hidden any longer. I have no choice but to move beyond conventional protocol. We must use divination to ascertain Kafka's intent. Everything hinges on restoring the Matrix of Prescience, which is why I would like you to help Diviner Fu complete the setup. I am it too.
temporal terminal. Observes the potential of the temporal plane. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to time.
Perhaps there's more than one right answer.
That should do it.
What? You just...
The more complex something is,
If it's so simple, why didn't your master diviner come and do it herself?
maybe deep down she just wants to be lazy once in a while.
What the heck is this? It looks like a...
Take it easy. There's nothing supernatural on the Cianjo. It's an aromaton. It's guarding the
I feel like it needs a sign saying mortals forbidden or something. Are you sure it won't fly into a...
We're here by order of the Master Diviner to restart the Matrix of Prescience.
Passage.
March! You should join the Divination Commission! Quick, do something! Time to change tactics.
On the still waters of oblivion. That's better. Don't worry.
I need to be
it's just a scream.
This battle is unavoidable.
Another journey begins.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Destined for oblivion.
Naughty child.
I'm not afraid of you.
Eliminating
I want to protect everyone too. Holiness your sword.
Free will, or was it fate? On the still waters of oblivion.
Time for a shot. That's better.
I need to be brave.
You'll
Destined for oblivion.
That'll take more than...
On the still waters of oblivion.
This battle is... We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! Just a little something.
I want to protect everyone too. Holiness your sword.
Naughty child.
I'm not afraid of you.
Annihilate.
You'll pay for this. This must be the spatial terminal. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to space. You probably could have guessed that.
Perhaps there's more than one right answer.
Done. Next.
Was that the wind?
Let me guess. Time, space. I bet the next terminal is energy related.
Darn, the Karma Terminal. They say this terminal is designed to establish causal relationships. We did it. All 3 terminals activated. Let's go back to the core and report to the Master Diviner. Well done, all of you. I can sense now to interrogate Kafka. Those of you in the core are you ready?
Is this really necessary? I said I'd cooperate with you.
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those skilled in the art of so say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination of the Matrix of Prescience. The Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth, and they're far more effective than a conversation.
Then please, Master Diviner, witness my destiny. Not what you were expecting.
I can't believe it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong. Kafka has nothing to do with the Stellaron, but you. It's you. Absurd! I'd never have thought it. Ask her yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately. Please excuse me.
You go ask her. I know you still have many questions for Kafka yourself.
Hi. You haven't changed a bit. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state. Fine, if you prefer. Not friends. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me. Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then tell you the objective. Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smooth. Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Cienjo. You know this now. 2. Someone else brought the Stellaron into the Cienjo and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the Matrix of Prescience against me, to guard against setback. As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Cienjo Alliance could never have guessed it. We're here for you. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the Matrix of Prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, Blady getting arrested, me being in the future that Elio chose. The power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express... And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general, and what do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero. Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook, the destruction. And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow it, you know, even eons can be killed.
You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So...
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless...
I don't understand. They're all eons.
Are you really from the Cienjo? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaosha. Isn't destroying the eon...
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance...
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Oh, this one? It's a casket. More common...
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. I'd quite forgotten. For long...
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just, we don't put bodies in boxes. Coffins. And the Foxians and the Videodora have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in star skiffs, and then as for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the... What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Videodora are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence. The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those...
I've heard the story of Long the Permanence and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and immortal... But for some reason, the Eon disappeared among the stars without a trace. Almost as if they had never existed. Every life has its limit. Even the Eons are not truly immortal and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
Let me ask you one more question. Do you know the person?
Yes.
A friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend nor relative. We met only... Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had it.
It looks like someone's hurt. Silent but deadly. Locha, let's charge in together. If we take...
What happened to us letting you handle it?
I've only got 2 hands. Please, I'll wangle you a prize for your bravery or something when it's all over.
Enough. Let's go. Fighting is meaningless.
Let me through. Stop this! Want to see what I can do?
I'll smooth. eternal state.
Take this! Rise, Venus!
What? Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought you were okay. My motor is broken. I can't move. Are you a Cloud Knight? Good. Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. As I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have got you to come with me. You'd probably be there.
I happen to have some medical knowledge. Perhaps I can treat the young lady's injuries?
Well, it's just... she's a puppet. I think we should just take her to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Don't worry, Miss Sushang. Leave it to me. You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful. Do you think you can hold still?
It won't work. My body is mechanical, not flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances.
How? Oh, what kind of...
Abundance.
Very good. We, no longer need to return to the Realm Keeping. As a judge in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering in the affairs of outsiders. However, I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron hunter. This villain possesses exceptional swordsmanship and wields a divine weapon. They are extremely dangerous. If it hadn't been for a strange accident, my wake span...
Strange accident?
Come with me. I've never seen anything like it.
You know, even eons can be killed. Is it so unthinkable? There are many stories about fallen Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Dana the Order, Tazeronth the Propagate. These names were once known all over the universe. Now they've all but disappeared. Currently, there are 3 ways an eon can perish. 1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide, and the broader path will engulf the narrower one. 2. In a war between eons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one. That's how Tazeronth the Propagation fell. Under the guidance of the Xianzhou too are engaged. After the disappearance of Long the Permanence, Tazeronth divided the Eon's path. In the process, Tazeronth became a new Eon, known as... When the swarm disaster began to take hold, Tazeronth was attacked and killed by multiple Eons. What do you think? Fascinating stories, no? They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never tell you. Hold on. Any minute now. Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Did Kafka escape? How are we gonna—
If what she said is true, we won't have to explain anything.
Hey, did she brainwash you?
Was that the wind? What was that?
I'm sorry, the Cloud Knights have orders from the Master Diviner to secure the commission.
Wasn't this the dead tree Ching Chue showed us earlier? How did it grow up?
Amazing! Absolutely amazing! Even the long-lived might not witness something like this in their lifetime.
Such extraordinary energy. It's the Stellaron.
Mr. Yang, do you mean the Stellaron is making the Ambrosial Arbor?
Yes, the Stellaron the Cloud Knights are searching for.
Seek, and you will find.
Unless Kafka deceived the Matrix of Prescience.
Stay calm, Diviner Fu. The Matrix of Prescience does not lie. The logic you have laid out, I agree there is a hostile external force at work on the Luofu. The Stellaron didn't appear out of thin air. Someone managed to sneak it onto the ship. Kafka's revelations confirm my suspicions.
General.
The moment the planter of the Stellaron revealed himself. The Xianzhou has the blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter, and only another Aeon's Emanator would be capable of sneaking on. The Stellaron corrosion continues to flood into the ship, and yet it bypassed both the seat of divine foresight and the shackling prison. There is forethought here. The Stellaron hunters aren't the ones behind the curtain. No. As soon as I set eyes on Blade, it was clear to me. But nevertheless, Lady Fu, your intel means the puzzle is more complete than it was before. These Stellaron hunters are a captivating group. Such lengths to get the Xianzhou and the Express.
General, we must retain all urgency.
It's the Stellaron. No need to search high and low. The traders have planted it in the Ambrosial Arbor's delve, thereby causing the tree to grow once again.
Every crisis is a turning point. A problem is easier to resolve when you... Am I coming up with a plan again?
Of course. I'm sure you have a countermeasure at the ready, Master Diviner.
From my perspective, convening the Cloud Knights is our immediate priority.
As ever, the Master Diviner's omniscia provides for the fastest solution. However,
General,
well,
you're a scoundrel.
pulling up the grass requires removing the roots. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have chosen to make their move now. Which...
You've been sitting on that this whole time? How we...
Please, Lady Fu, I still have forces to deploy. We were in need of extra hands, and the Stellaron hunters were kind enough to bring us together.
The General's smiling again. Definitely,
It's my fault. I had higher expectations of the General. Please, we can't keep getting them to do everything for us. Since you... Why are you staring at me? Do I need to remind you, General, that the Ambrosial Arbor's access point is a closely guarded secret? Allowing Outworlders would be...
A violation of the rules and regulations. I would like to remind you, Lady Fu, that the Xianzhou comes before its rules. As such, I am about to make a decision that runs... Lady Fu, I hereby issue you with... You've been eager to discover for yourself what it...
You've never given me the opportunity, and now suddenly...
As for our astral friends, Lady Fu will deploy the Cloud Knights, but I would... Understood, worry not. The Xianzhou has met with a dramatic chain of events, and nevertheless, the enemy is upon us and time is of the essence. Once catastrophe has been averted, Miss Tingyun, I would like you to continue to serve as a guide.
Of course, General. I am...